Hello, everyone. This is Anya Fombat, the host of Living African podcast. I want to start by thanking you all for all the tremendous support that you have given to us through the years. We're now at season 3, and it has been such a journey. From season 1, I can definitely say that I have had some very supportive and religious listeners who have always tuned in every Wednesday. But I just wanted to come on here to address a few things. Now, the first thing I want to say is why I started this podcast to begin with. I know some of you may know, those who have been listening from day one, but I've had this question a lot of times, and this question actually is very important to the message that I will be passing later on today. So, the reason I started this podcast was to create a safe space within our African community and also invite friends of Africans to come together and be more vulnerable without the fear of being judged. If you have lived in Africa, you would definitely know that open communication at that was not the norm. It wasn't like a big thing in our culture. When you see something, say nothing. So it was quite unheard of for children, especially, or the young ones to speak up or question certain things that they did not understand or believe in. That was looked upon as being disrespectful or being bold, which at that time, or even till now, a lot of people and adults specifically think that that is a bad attribute. So as kids, they grow up thinking that speaking up means that they're bold and disrespectful and it's not a good thing. So in that light, a lot of children and a lot of us as adults actually are not really able to express ourselves and tell our story authentically because we have been groomed, or at least we have been cultured to believe that telling those stories or having open conversations is really not something that you should do. Otherwise, you would be deemed as a negative or a disrespectful person. So the purpose and essence of Living African podcast was to create that safe space where we can all come together, have open conversations without the fear of being judged, and also just talk about our stories, from heart-wrenching to empowering stories, motivating and inspiring one another, sparking conversations, also having those hard conversations where we come together and just, try to understand the reason why certain things happened when we were growing up, or at least try to check on one another and be more gracious. So far, like I said, it has been such an empowering, even to myself, experience. It has been very, very fulfilling to say the least, but at the same time, it has been quite expensive. And that leads me to my next point. Since I started from season 1 in 2021, I have actually been paying for all of this out of pocket. And so far, we have not even been able to have one sponsor yet, which is something that we're actively working on. But in the meantime, it's very, very challenging financially to keep the ball rolling. One thing that has been consistent through each and every episode that I've had with guests, they always encourage me and they always appreciate this platform. And I'm sure that as a listener, you do same. Because I have experienced the impact that this platform has had on some listeners and even myself. The stories are very, very empowering in one way or the other. And that brings me to the point that I just wanted to kindly beg with all my listeners and supporters that please, if you can help us, especially by showing your support financially, by contributing towards this platform to keep the ball rolling, we will greatly appreciate it. And so moving forward, we will be having episodes every other week instead of every week. There's going to be a link that I will provide. And also there's going to be a donate link on our website on the homepage where you can actually click and donate any amount that will support the ongoing process of Living African, and that will keep us on our feet and keep us going for as long as possible. Once more, I really want to thank you for taking this journey with me. I would have never thought that, I was going to make it to season 3, but here we are and we are still going strong. Once more, thank you so much for supporting, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.